I can't seem to get in here. Whoa, it's a little tight up here. You ever encounter a situation where you need power, but you need it in a compact size? Sometimes with our current lithium-ion battery technology, we don't necessarily get the best of both worlds. But do we have the ability? I bet you that there's a little secret that your grandmammy and grandpappy and your daddy and mommy, they probably knew that the tool companies don't want you to know. Sometimes those old school tricks can breathe new life and power into new technology. We're going to share something with you. It's coming right up after this message from our sponsor, VCG Construction. Now here's the deal. If you ever been over your grandparents' house, or even maybe your parents' house growing up, you'll know that if you got a new toy, or you had to play with something, or something required a battery, what would grandpappy or grandmammy say? They'd say, go into the refrigerator and go to the butter cabinet. And when I say butter cabinet, it's like that little cutout in the refrigerator where you would keep the butter. And what else would they keep in there with the butter? They'd keep batteries. They knew that refrigerating those batteries, cooling them, would increase their life. We're going to show you a trick that's going to get more runtime and get more power. And in this box is the secret the tool companies don't want you to know. A simple, effective way to increase battery life, give more power to your tools, and give more longevity to the battery itself. There's only a finite amount of times a lithium-ion battery can go through charge and discharge cycles. And how do we accomplish all of this? Through supercooling your tools. No, this might look elaborate. This is the new Milwaukee Pack-Out Cooler. It's the hard side cooler from Milwaukee. Look for it online, your retailers. Here's the deal. What I'll store in here is my lunch, okay? But I will also, in here, cool my tools. Let me show you. Now, the reality is, to cool the tools, you're not going to need anything really special. You're going to just use normal freezer packs like this one here. You put your tools in there with your lunch. It brings the temperature of the tool and the cells. Everyone knows that the cooler a tool can run, the cooler the battery stays, the better it will perform, have more longevity, have more life. This is super exciting stuff. And you have to eat lunch anyway. Why not cool your tools in your lunch pail? We're able to get more power and more runtime than of its bigger brother with a larger battery. We're going to demonstrate here. Now, for optimal operation, okay? You're not going to freeze your battery. You're going to just pre-cool the tool, okay? Don't go crazy and do it at your own risk, okay? If you do something outside of what's acceptable of the manufacturer, that's on you. All right, as you can see, pre-cooled, we're looking at a temperature of the battery around 44 degrees Fahrenheit. The tool is in the 50, 60 degree range. Okay, you can see that here. Our non-cooled tool, we're looking at a temperature about 10 degrees higher, 11 degrees higher, 56 degrees. The tool itself here, we're at 61 degrees. Okay, so just that 10 degree difference, you're going to realize this tool is going to run more powerful. It's going to run longer. The life of the battery over time will be greatly extended. Watch. This is a 2 9/16. This is what we call a self-feeding, hole-boring bit. Okay, we're going to chuck it into our two tools. You're going to see we have a 12 amp hour high output battery on this drill. We're going to drill a bunch of holes. We're going to count the number of holes. Then we'll duplicate that test or run the test with this more compact brushless model with the cooled 2 amp hour battery. Let's see the results. We're going to set small but mighty back in the cooler Our battery's fully charged. We're on speed 2. We're in drill mode. We're going to run down this OSB. We're going to see how many holes we can get through in this configuration. Remember, everybody, don't try this at home, and I'm an expert. I feel like we're already getting some battery sag, and that's probably because this battery's not been, and this tool has not been pre-cooled. There we go. Oh, have to dislodge this. Okay. We're going to try to keep going. It's taking multiple trigger pulls, but we're getting through it. Now, a lot of people will ask, why is the tool heating up? It's because it's doing work. That's what the answer will normally be, but it's because of the electrical chemical potential in the battery being released. It's the movement of lithium ion, the positively charged cells through the cell membrane, creating the electricity. Now, this is the problem. That reaction causes heat. That's the enemy of being productive on the job site. This is potentially a free way for you to combat all those negative effects of what is otherwise a great battery technology. I've allowed it to cool down a second. Let's try to keep moving here. You'll see we've drilled numerous holes. Really impressive. But I feel like we're getting towards the end of the run here for this battery. And it's just shutting down at this point. We're at overload, I feel. Ooh, I'm really pushing it now. Let me see here. Okay, you can see here. I'm going to try to get this to back out, but you'll see we have, at this point, just one bar flashing on that battery, that 12 amp hour battery. And I think it did a commendable job. No, it's done. Wow. Look, even the light won't work at this point. Matter of fact, let me just see if I pull off that battery and reseat it. Let's see if we could just get it to back out. No, it's over. This did a commendable job, but now let's get our pre-cooled tool and see how it does. We have a full battery that's been pre-cooled. Tool's been pre-cooled. Let's chuck this baby up. And the thing is that you're talking about a much smaller, more compact tool and battery. We're going to set this on speed 2. Let's get to work. And I know what some of you are thinking right now. Okay, this is not special plywood. You'll see that the plywood from this side to this side are equal. We're not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This is not balsa wood. This hasn't been pre-drilled. I'm going to move those shavings out of the way. I know what some of you were saying. And leave it down in the comment section below if you were thinking that we're pulling some tricksies with you. But would your grandmommy or grandpappy pull tricksies on you? Would they do that to you? If they would, I feel bad for you. But most grandpappies and grandmammies would not, and neither will we. So we want to be upfront. And you'll see this battery's doing just fine. We did lose 1 bar, okay? But only 1 bar, and we're almost a quarter of the way through here. Think about that. Pretty awesome. I will also say that that battery and the tool itself, still very cool to the touch. It's because of our ability through the pre-cooling to increase that chemical electro potential transfer. We're able to get more power out at a cooler temperature over a longer amount of time. Oh, getting a little sag. Getting them a little sag there. Well, you know, I'm thinking if we're done here, 10 less holes. Think about that. Just to put your drill and your battery in with your peanut butter and a jelly sandwich and a banana, okay? Is it worth the extra space in your cooler? Maybe you put 1 less Snickers bar in your cooler, okay, so you can keep your tool. Get more work done quicker. You have to get down off the scaffold less. I think it might be worth it. 1 less moon pie. But let's see if we can keep going. I gotta tell you, this thing's got a lot of torque for a little drill. The only problem is that this model, this brushless model, doesn't allow for a handle. So I gotta really clamp down onto the tool. I don't know if that battery's gonna be able to do it. It's a brutal test of power. Unbelievable. We've either equaled, I think we might be 1 hole past. I'm literally amazed. I don't even have to keep going. My grandmammy and pappy, oh, so much torque. Holy Lord. They did me right. My Teddy Ruxpin toy on Christmas. They gave me Teddy Ruxpin. But Teddy Ruxpin wouldn't talk. They were like, Vincent, don't worry, Teddy Ruxpin can talk. Go to where the butter is and go get some C batteries. They were NiCad though. No, wait a minute. They were alkaline. Sorry. This is for you, Grandma. We're gonna keep going. Might be it, Grammy. I can't do it anymore. She would be proud, though. Whoa! That's why you need a handle. I think we might be able to get 1 more out of her. Whew, half charge. Unbelievable. We might need more wood. I think that's the end of it. And the reality is, as the tool heats up and as the battery goes from being pre-cooled to room temperature or operating temperature, the efficiency is lowered. You can see here, we far outworked this tool by 1 simple additional step. So you'll see, we went from being pre-cooled up to an operating temperature of 75.6 degrees. Don't you just love science? Who would have thought battery technology would have come this far? Who would have thought, though, that 1 extra step that the tool companies didn't want you to know about could add so much power? Think about, how much does this battery cost compared to this battery? How much does this tool cost compared to this tool? And I feel like getting more work done and spending less money. Smash the like button. And I bet your grandmammy and pappy would be proud of you for doing so. Leave it down in the comment section below. Are you going to pre-cool your tools? Because it's the cool thing to do. Leave it down in the comment section below if you've already been doing this. If you had Teddy Ruxpin and you needed batteries and your grandmammy and pappy sent you to the butter dish and got them talking. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.
Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy. And you're here at the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, and maybe over here. See you later.